We're going to recap the slip that I sent out in last week's video. I'm not sure when exactly I posted this, but it was when I had this Jackson Kohler play of the day. I actually had him for under 19.5 points rebounds. Obviously, by the time I started recording that video, this pick was no longer on the board. So we reverted back to his PRA line, go under 25, obviously coincided well with his points rebounds under that we already had. And this ended up cashed super easy. Anthony Edwards under 9.5 rebounds times also cashed under. And Par just breaks us by 0.5 of a rebound. Here he goes for 3, and this chalks our slip. Was feeling super confident about this one. All the data checked out from the tools. Unfortunately, just couldn't get it done. And because it's a power play, which is the slip type you should be playing when you're playing 3-mans, always go for all or nothing on the power play. Here, but we will try to get back in the green with a nice slip today. Obviously, from the help of the tools from Parlayers, the Player Prop Optimizer and the Sharp Money tool are the two tools that I will be using to create our slip today. The Sharp Money tool basically just comparing the Prizepicks lines back to line changes, peer-to-peer exchanges for that fact, including Novig, Profit So we can see where the sharp bettors on those platforms really like these lines, where they prefer a over or under on a certain prop, and they'll really just get these sharp money because we call them sharp bettors for advanced models, these advanced projections to determine outcome for a player prop, and that's why we have Sharp Money tool as our first part of the strategy. And then I like to cross-reference with the second part of the strategy, going to be the Player Prop Optimizer. Instead of comparing it back to peer-to-peer exchanges, we like to compare them to other competitors to Prizepicks. So Underdog Fantasy, DraftKings Pick 6, Better Picks are currently live on the site as reference books, just so we can see where we're getting the best discrepancies with a line on Prizepicks. And that actually segues beautifully into our video here to see that Kawhi Leonard is the first play on the board. Now it's a huge favorite, 71% odds for here, 19.5 points. And you see here the other books have him at 26.5, 27.5. Why is that? Because Prizepicks blesses us again with another promo here, 8-point discount from Kawhi's original line, in which should be a tight matchup against the Golden State Warriors. I believe the Clippers are 1.5 favorites, or whichever way, 1.5 is the spread. So super tight game. The starters, including Kawhi Leonard, should be on the court for the majority of the game, and Kawhi here is very prone to clear this huge discount. So we're gonna roll this as our first play of the slip. I did want to check my 2 plays of the day that I got in on well, I posted them to our socials on X that you could follow. Links will be in the description for that. You definitely should check that out because I post some tips from the tools for free on these channels just to help you guys out if you need that play in the slip. And I had Tari East for under 16.5 points assist. Obviously got bumped down to 15.5. So that was a good on him at 16.5. And I just Bruce Brown under 5 rebounds. He's still here on the tool. Let's check if he's still here on the board. Of course he's not. He just got bumped down to 4.5. So this will refresh on the tool in just a bit. But as you see here, there was a lot of minus pushing to his under 4.5, which is why I love the under 5. We get that extra insurance in case he pushes at 5. So our plays of the day there, but there is a play of the day that I want to use on Bruce Brown. It's going to be this points, rebounds, assists under 17.5. You see here on the optimizer, he's not offered elsewhere. Underdog Pick 6 and Better Picks all do not have this lineup, either because they removed it, or they just discounted this under because it is so favored by the market. Why do I say that? If you go to the right of your screen here, you see all the major sports books that we currently offer, and you see that a lot of them, 5 out of 6 that are showing here for this Brown PRA line, is priced 8.5. So we see here that we have a 1 points, rebounds, assist discrepancy with his original line to Prizepicks, and for that reason we could be confident in taking his under 17.5. If I go to the Sharp Money tool, I see he's a plus 106 to his over. So even the sharp bettors believe that his underdog, meaning that his opposite direction, the under, is the favored direction, and that's the side that we want to be on. So I will run this Bruce Brown under 17.5 PRA, coins under on 5 rebounds. I will not play this bump down at 4.5, but I will be playing the 17.5 PRA as our second play in the slip. I'll refresh the tools one last time just to see if we could round off this slip and get a nice 3-man, as I love to do. Through here, points not looking too bad. Let me see here. Let me see Miles Turner. 1.5. That's actually looking pretty decent here. I might have to take this Miles Turner play. I know Giannis just got added back to the rotation for Milwaukee, so that's awesome news if we want to take a Miles Turner under here, because they do both appear in the starting unit. If Giannis is going to be controlling the play more, obviously going for more buckets, that leaves offensive opportunities for Turner. So I actually do like this Turner play. Of course, they bumped him, guys. I will not be playing that full point bump, but if he ends up going back to 10.5 by the time this goes live, I definitely would recommend first check to see if it's still a green play by then, and then if it is like this here, I would definitely would play that. There was another play that I liked on the sharp money tool. Not many greens here, as you see, that I did like. Lopez play rebounds over 4.5. His unders a plus 105 on Novig. The market here, -1 consensus odds to his over, and I see whereas Fliff has him as a -140 to go over, FanDuel -138 to go over. Again, tight game against the Golden State Warriors. So Brook Lopez is a starter. He's a starting 5. He's at the center position. He should be primed for a lot of rebound opportunities in this game. I do like this over 4.5 for Brook Lopez. I think I'm gonna roll with that. I'll see here on the optimizer, he is offered on Pick 6 and Better Picks, but you see here Underdog Fantasy does not have this line. I gotta assume that his his over's been discounted on that platform, or they just removed it completely because again, it's super favored by the market. I do like it. Will be the final slip here. Kawhi promo over. Bruce Brown, unfortunately they bumped that also. Just Prizepicks has been on timing today, so we got to move quickly. Bruce Brown under 17.5 PRA is going to be under, and Brook Lopez in the same Golden State Warriors Clippers game will be over 4.5 rebounds here. 3-man for 6x as usual. I am limited to $5, but regardless, as always, it's been J Chip, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.